Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, May 15, 2025, and let's start this quick review. And of course we are going to take a look at the economic calendar first. What do we have here? It looks like the data, some important data were published already. From Australia we got employment change and full employment rate. As you can see, the employment change is up from 36,000 to 89,000. Unemployment rate in Australia 4.1%, no change here. Now, first important data of the London session came from the UK. GDP in the UK is better than expected in every single measurement, so that's a nice bunch of the GDP data from the UK. We'll definitely take a look at the cable. Trade balance is down from minus 20 to minus 19, and we are waiting for the there it is. Industrial production is down from 1.7 to minus 0.7. Manufacturing production is down from 2.4 to minus 0.8%. PPI in Switzerland is at the same level of 0.1%, and we are waiting for the data from the other parts of the Eurozone. First, French CPI from 0.2 to 0.6. We are waiting for the CPI data from Poland and GDP from Poland. Then we got the budget balance in Turkey, and then we got the IA monthly report from the US, and the labor productivity data scheduled for release at 10:30. Data from the Eurozone in form of the GDP, industrial production, and Eurozone economic forecast are scheduled for release at 11 o'clock. GDP is expected to increase from 0.2 to 0.4%. The same situation is with the industrial production. During the US session, we got data from the UK. We got the monthly GDP tracker at 4 o'clock. 15 minutes later we got data from Canada, housing starts, and then we got the data from the US. Core retail sales, Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index, two most important data releases for today. Then we got PPI and retail sales at 2:30 as well, and some data from the Canada manufacturing sales and wholesale sales. We end this series of data with initial jobless claims at 2:30, and Fed Chair Powell, Jerome Powell, we have something to say at 40 minutes past 2. Then we got the industrial production data from the US, business inventories as well, retail inventories excluding auto. At 7 o'clock, as usual, Atlanta Fed GDP now. At 9 o'clock, we got interest rate decision in Mexico. And at the end of the day, at 10:30, we got Fed's balance sheet. Very, very, very busy day. Important data releases during the Asian session, London session, and US session. So please, be careful. Stay vigilant, as there is many of the data that might affect the situation on the markets. And now let's take a look at the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the 4-hour chart of the euro dollar is showing us a little bit of the movement to the upside. The local high was made at 1.1266, but then it was obviously faded as we bounced from the extremely oversold market conditions. We still got this series of the higher highs, and we still got the series of the higher lows. So right now the bears are still in charge of the market. However, it doesn't actually look that bad anymore. It looks like the was unexpected data from the US might cause the euro dollar to move higher towards the upper channel line and then towards the 100 periods moving average, especially because the momentum is now 53 points. So it's positive. It's not that strong, but it's positive, and might there's still room to the upside on the momentum. There's room to the upside on the euro dollar chart itself, so please stay focused. Euro dollar might be going up today. Now, data from the UK didn't actually make any difference for the cable, as it bounced from the 38% Fibonacci retracement, roughly around 1.3164. The bulls managed to rise the price towards the level of 100 periods moving average, roughly around 1.3305, local high 1.3359, so 55 pips higher. But then it was obviously faded, and we still have the swing high, a lower high, and the lower high. So maybe it is a time to place some sort of the trend line. And as you can see, this trend line is a perfect fit and it's being respected by the market participants. So let me just remove the Fibonacci for now. Now this is the situation we need to deal with, because we got clear bullish setup. It looks like the bulls are in charge of this market and they want this market to move higher. Now we change our levels for the technical support, 1.3139, and this one will now act as a technical support as well. The market is locked between 100 periods moving average, trend line resistance, and the overall swing high, local swing high at, let me just place it on the chart, it's 1.3357. So momentum needs to move higher towards the level of 60-65, and the market needs to break above all of these levels in order to continue the up move. It looks bullish to me, it looks like a bullish setup, and it might be confirmed after the 100 periods moving average is broken again, trend line is violated, and then 1.3355 is violated as well. Then the swing high should be seen very quickly. Now let me just move this one here a little bit higher. There you go. Okay, so bullish setup on the British pound as well. Let's take a look at the crude oil to see what's happened after yesterday's data release. The market went towards the level of 63.89, but now we are going to test the 100 periods moving average, 60.74, as the momentum drops below the level of 50, and right now we are testing the level of 42 points. So it looks like the market participants wants to see lower prices of the crude oil, and this movement to the upside, well, it looks quite nice because it looks in the 5 waves. So right now we need to see whether this movement to the downside is in 3 waves, and if it is, then the market might be ready to move higher. If it moves too much to the downside, then of course the market might have trouble to move up, and then we need to reconsider our situation as more bearish than bullish. I will apply my Fibonacci here so you guys can see that we retraced already 38%. 50% is roughly around 59.97, and 61% is 58.77. So please stay focused, stay vigilant, as we are retracing some ground after the 5-wave rally was done on the crude oil. It might get bullish, it might get bearish. We need to see what is going on after the correction is done. Now let's take a look at the Bitcoin as the last one of our markets. You can see clearly that the Bitcoin is still inside of our let's say of our range. The range is located as you know between the highs at 105,834 and 100,684 as well. So we are moving up and down inside of this range, just below the all-time high, just below the big and important supply zone. Right now we are getting below the level of 50. We might even drop towards the extremely oversold conditions. That will be somewhere around the level of 100,000, and when we get there, the market might be ready to continue higher, and then we can break out of this range, the yellow rectangle, go inside of the pink rectangle supply zone to test it and even break it to new all-time high. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.